just making a quick video on the Jackery 160. I just wanted to test out and see you know, what kind of output we can get on this USB, the USB outputs on this thing, because it just says 5 volt 30 watt max, but it doesn't say like this. The top port I have plugged in here is actually a USB-C, and you know, a lot of times the USB-C can do you know, more than the Type A. But there's no, you know, there's no indication. It just gives that kind of total amount. So, so yeah, I just wanted to see. So the most I've been able to pull out of that USB-C port is 14 watts, which is almost 3 amps. So this is just charging my Chromebook. So normally the Chromebook will charge around like 25 watts. So yeah, 14 is the most I've been able to pull out of it. Now let's see what happens if we start plugging in some more stuff. So I'm gonna plug in my just my regular cell phone here. We'll plug that in as well. Okay, so that gets it up to 23 watts, and then I got my Anchor Bluetooth speaker here. Let's plug that in too, just to kind of see what we got. See if we can hit that 30 watts. So, yeah, pretty close. Pretty close, 29 watts. That's close enough, I think, in my book. But yeah, so basically it's like somewhere around 10 watts, you know, on each port. So regardless of its Type C or Type A, although, like I said, I have been able to get a little bit more out of that Type C. So yeah, that's just the USB on the Jackery 160. Nothing special, you know, nothing like we expect to see nowadays, like, you know, either PD60 or PD100. But you know, for something for a small unit like this, like the thing that is actually quite nice about this unit is being only like, I think it's only around 3 pounds. So this thing actually, I would consider it competes more against like power banks and not necessarily power stations. Because, you know, it doesn't have like a proper 12 volt car plug outlet on it, and the inverter on it is actually a modified sine wave, so you don't even really want to use that. So really the only thing this thing is good for is the USB. But the thing is that this thing does have that a lot of power banks don't have, is it does have the solar charge controller on it, right? So yeah, this could still be quite useful. And even though I find that it only charges at like a max of like around 35 to 40 watts, something like that. You know, even if you had like a 100-watt panel, like you're not going to get more than that, really. But still, like I said, for something that's like a little over 3 pounds, that can still give you some charge. You know, maybe it's not the fastest charge, and it can still, you know, 160 watt hours. That could still charge up, you know, an iPad or something like that, and a couple cell phones, and run some USB accessories, right, for a pretty good amount of time. So I think this product still does have its uses, and like I said, it is kind of unique in this size class to still have a solar charge controller, right? So so yeah, hopefully you find this interesting or helpful, and yeah, thanks for watching.